Namaste, dear students. I'm Sujana, and today we are going to talk about Nadis and their role that they play in the astral body. So, we know the word Nadi comes from the root word Nāḍa, that which means also sound, that which means which flows, and also the vibratory energy. Now, if you have heard the word Nadi, Nala, they all come from the same root word Nāḍ. So Nadis are these subtle channels in the pranic body through which Prāṇa flows. So when we do practices of Nadi Shodhana, we are cleansing these 72,000 Nadis that are present in the astral body. This is not something which can be seen. This is not something which we can see with the physical naked eye. Okay, they are not like physical nerves present in the anatomy of the body. Okay, but they carry pranic currents to every cell of the body. So Nadis are essential in the pranic body as they serve as subtle energy channels through which prana is flowing. Okay, they are not physical nerves. We have already talked about that. They cannot be visible to the naked eye. And also, Nadis carry pranic currents to every cell, every organ, every energy center of the body. They are responsible for distribution of prana, ensuring that the vital life force reaches all parts of the body. So, if you take the physical nerves, the physical nerves can be seen. Nadis are not seen because they are present only what we call the Suṣumṇā Sharira, the astral. So, these are the astral energy pathways and they transport pranic energy. So, they are very, very crucial for maintaining balance and flow of energy within the pranic body. So, when you heal a body, when you heal a physical body, you have to start the healing first at the pranic level. That is why when we do practices of Nāḍā, Anusasana, meditation, we try to use these practices to enhance the prana in the body through pranayama and also sound for healing. So when you do practices like Nadi Shodhana, you're cleansing these 72,000 Nadis. So you balance the energy in Ida and Piṅgalā. Okay? When you do higher practices of Kumbhaka, Bandha, and then go into deep states of dhyana, then you activate what is called the principal Nadi. Okay, it is called the principal Nadi. It is called the Suṣumṇā. So that Nadi getting activated activates all the energy channels in the body. So let us talk more about the origin of this term Nadi. It is mentioned in the Tantras, in the Upanishads, and in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Śiva Saṁhitā. Hatha Yoga Pradipika talks about 72,000 Nadis. Śiva Saṁhitā talks about 350,000 Nadis. The Trishaki Brahmana Upanishad and the Yoga Chudamani Upanishad talk about 10 principal Nadis. The Yogashika Upanishad talks about 12, and Śiva Saṁhitā talks about 14 very essential Nadis in the body. So today I will talk about these 14 that are mentioned in Śiva Saṁhitā. So the Śiva Saṁhitā states between shloka 13 to 15, it says, Sārtha lakshatrayam nādayah santi dehantare nrunam pradhanabhuta nādayasya tāsu mukhyāscha chaturdasha. That means it is talking about Sārdha lakshatrayam. Sārdha lakshatrayam means 3.5 lakhs. Nādayah means Nadi. Okay, Santi means exist. Dehantare. Dehantare means Deha Antara, inside the human body. Nrunam. Nrunam, we are Nrunam. All human beings are Nrunam. Pradhana Bhuta. Out of that, most important, Pradhana Bhuta. Out of that, most important, Nādayah, Nadis. Tāsu, among them, Mukhyaha, or the primary ones, or the chief ones are Chaturdashaha, 14. So the 14 principal Nadis are then mentioned in the shloka 14 and 15. Okay, what it states is Suṣumṇā, Piṅgalā, Gāndhārī, Hastijihvikā, Kūhaḥ, Sarasvatī, Śaṅkhinī, Pāyasvinī, Vāruṇī, Alambusā, Viśvoderī, Yaśasvinī, and then it is saying Etāshu Trishu Mukhyāsu Smrutā Piṅgalā Suṣumṇā. So out of these, Ida, Piṅgalā and Suṣumṇā are remembered as the Mukhyashu, that means the most important and the principal ones. So here is the detail that I have given of all the 14 Nadis. You can see here, we have mentioned them here, okay, of all the 14 Nadis which are mentioned in the Śiva Saṁhitā. So I will be describing each one of them for you. So we all know about Ida and Piṅgalā. Okay, the Ida is the cooling, Piṅgalā is the heating, Ida is the Chandra Nadi, Piṅgalā is the Surya Nadi. Ida is the feminine side of you, Piṅgalā is the masculine side of you. Ida is more, like Yamuna, Piṅgalā is more like Ganga. So all these aspects are what is causing the heating and cooling in the body. That's why we say Hatha. One is cold, one is hot, one is moon, one is sun. Now the Suṣumṇā, when you can balance Ida and Piṅgalā, Suṣumṇā activates. So then we start doing higher practices of yoga, which then include Kumbhaka, Bandha and Dharana, Dhyana. Okay. So let us talk about first Suṣumṇā. Su, as I told you already, in Sanskrit means auspicious, okay, or divine. So Suman, Sujana, all the word Su means which includes goodness. So when we use the word Suṣumṇā, so the word here Su means auspicious, and it runs from the base of the spine to the crown, carrying with it Agni and the Sattva Guna, that which is associated with illumination. Okay, Piṅgalā means, the word Piṅgal means reddish. It runs from, so always we associate, release of all the Piṅgalā Nadis starting from the right nostril. Okay, it also goes to the crown of the head and also down the spine, associated with solar energy, associated with dynamism, Rajas Guna, heat and activity. Ida means the refreshing one. The meaning of the word Ida means refreshing. So runs from the left nostril to also the crown of the head and down the spine, associated with lunar energy, Tamas Guna and cooling. So the word I told you, Piṅgalā means reddish brown or coppery color. Okay, the path is the right nostril, crown and also base of the spine. Function is solar energy. Ida also I have explained to you what is the meaning, and it is the guna which they are associated with. So only we have Sattva, Rajas and Tamas Guna which are associated with these three. So then we are going to see the Gāndhārī. Now where is the termination point? That is the sense that it is governing. So where it's this pathway of this Nadi is behind the Ida Nadi and terminates at the left eye. So this Nadi regulates sight. Hastijihvikā. Hastijihvikā, the two words meaning elephant tongued one. The path is front of Ida and terminates the right eye. Again, this is also regulating sight. So Hastijihvikā and Gāndhārī both are regulating sight. Next you have Kūhaḥ. Kūhaḥ means to conceal or hide, the concealer, in front of the Suṣumṇā Nadi. So this function of this Nadi is to evacuate feces. Sarasvatī. Sarasvatī. So that Saras means all the liquid, okay, or fluid, and Vati means to possess. So that which possesses speech, just behind the Suṣumṇā and ends at the tongue. So this Nadi, Sarasvatī, is actually, colloquially also we say Sarasvatī resides in the tongue. That is the why, because it is also the function of speech and abdominal health. Puṣā. Puṣā is the Pushti, Puṣā, all come from the same word that means to nourish or give strength. And it's also a solar. The one name of the sun is also Puṣā. So that which nourishes. The path is behind Piṅgalā, ends at the right ear. The function is hearing. Śaṅkha or Śaṅkhinī. Okay, Śaṅkhinī, sorry. Śaṅkhinī means the couch bearer. So the path is behind Gāndhārī and Sarasvatī and ends at the genitals. so carries the essence of food. Pāyasvinī. Payas means milk or nourishing, the milk bearer. So between Puṣā and Sarasvatī ends at the right big toe. It is also used for circulation. Vāruṇī. Vāruṇī means again water. So of all the waters that we call Varuna, isn't it? So the path is between Yaśasvinī and Kūhaḥ, functions of evacuation of urine. Then Alambusā. Okay, don't go exactly with the word that's written. It's called Alambusā. Alambusā means hanging, okay, or the dropping one. That connects your mouth and anus. So there is, we call the GI tract, isn't it, in anatomy. So that which controls your digestion, complete digestion, is Alambusā. Viśvoderī, all Viśvoderī, the one who has the belly of all the universe. That means she whose belly is the universe itself. The path is between Hastijihvikā and Kūhaḥ. So all the absorption of food is done through Viśvoderī. And then you have Yaśasvinī. Yaśas means fame or glory. So between the left ear and the left big toe is Yaśasvinī. So this concludes all the 14 of the principal Nāḍīs that are mentioned in Śiva Saṁhitā. Now I will also talk about something which is called as the solar plexus. Why is it so important? And also I will want to talk about Gāndhārī. What is this Gāndhārī? Gāndhārī is where all these three principal Nāḍīs, which we call as the Ida, Piṅgalā and Suṣumṇā, emerge. Where is it located? What is the function of the Gāndhārī? Look out for that in the next video to follow. Till then, it's bye-bye. Thank you.